I was the first child born into my family. This role shaped me in quiet, profound ways. I learned very early how to care for the needs of others. I learned how to sense the mood in a room. I also learned to push my own pain down, to hide it so I would not be a burden. My childhood home did not always feel safe. There was love, but it could be hard and unpredictable. The air itself sometimes felt heavy. We later learned there was hidden mold in the walls. This environment, this emotional landscape, became part of my body's story. My health journey began almost as soon as my life did. When I was just a baby, before I could even speak, I had surgery. My tonsils were removed, a common procedure at the time. No one knew then how this might affect me decades later. This early event was a physical trauma my small body had to endure. It was one of the first lessons my nervous system learned about the world. It learned that pain could come suddenly. It learned that intervention was sometimes necessary for survival. This early experience, combined with the stress I carried, shaped my body and, most especially, my gut for years to come. For me, food was never just about fuel. Food was deeply connected to feelings of safety and comfort. It was a source of medicine when I felt unwell. Food was also tangled up with memory, both good and bad. As I grew older, I developed a deep mistrust of certain foods. I chose to stop eating meat for most of my life, sensing it did not agree with me. I experimented with healing, trying things like fasting and mindful eating habits. For a very long time, my medical tests all came back looking normal, but my body told a different story. I felt weak deep inside, a fragility no one else could see. The signs of my inner struggle became impossible to ignore. I experienced intense stomach pain that would leave me breathless. There were terrifying moments of vomiting blood and long periods of watery stools that left me exhausted. Despite these clear and alarming symptoms, doctors struggled to find the true cause. For too long, the root of my illness was missed. They looked at the symptoms in isolation, not at the whole story of my life. They did not ask about the firstborn child, the stressful home, or the surgery I had as an infant. They did not see the connection between my mind and my gut. If you were a firstborn child who was often sick, this story may feel familiar to you. Perhaps your own body feels different from others. Maybe your gut has always been sensitive, reacting strongly to certain foods or to stressful situations. It is important to know that you are not imagining this. Early life experiences like illnesses, surgeries, chronic stress can leave a lasting imprint on the microbes in your gut. These tiny organisms are essential for healthy digestion, a strong immune system, a calm mind. When disturbed, everything can feel off balance. The removal of tonsils, especially very early in life, is a significant event. The tonsils are part of our immune system, a first line of defense. Taking them out can alter microbial communities in the throat and gut. This, combined with the stress of a home that feels unsafe, creates a powerful recipe for a compromised digestive system. Chronic stress keeps your nervous system in a constant state of high alert, a mode known as fight or flight, and this state diverts resources away from digestion, making your bowels more fragile and reactive over time. It can create a deep-seated fear of food itself. This constant state of alert can make you feel like you are always waiting for the next bad thing to happen. Your body does not distinguish between an emotional threat and a physical one. To your nervous system, a harsh word can feel as dangerous as a physical blow. This is why childhood emotional pain can manifest as real, physical illness years later. The gut is often called our second brain because it is so rich with nerve endings and communicates directly with our actual brain. When the mind feels unsafe, the gut feels unsafe too. This can lead to inflammation, pain, and poor nutrient absorption. But here is the hopeful news. Your plate can become a powerful tool for finding peace. When your gut is already fragile, certain foods can act like gasoline on a fire. They can create more inflammation and distress. Learning which foods to avoid is a simple, powerful act of self-kindness. It is not about labeling foods as bad, but about recognizing which ones are not helpful for your body right now. The list is mercifully short and simple to remember. These are foods that are generally not kind to the colon, especially when it is in a state of high sensitivity. Thinking about reducing them is a gentle first step toward feeling better in your own skin. Try to eat less of these specific items. First, consider red and processed meats, bacon, sausage, deli meats. Over time, high consumption of these has been linked to an increased risk for colon troubles. They can be hard to digest and can promote the growth of less helpful gut bacteria. Second on the list are sugary drinks, sodas, sweetened juices. They offer a quick rush of energy, but ultimately stress the body. They also feed the bad bacteria in your gut, allowing them to crowd out the beneficial microbes that you need for good health and a calm mood. Next, think about refined grains and white flour products, white bread, pastries, packaged breakfast cereals. These foods are stripped of their natural fiber and nutrients. They can cause sharp spikes in your blood sugar, which contributes to inflammation throughout your body, including your gut. Another item to be mindful of is alcohol, especially in excess. Alcohol can directly irritate and harm the delicate lining of your gut, making it more permeable and leading to what is often called leaky gut. This allows particles to pass into your bloodstream that shouldn't, triggering an immune response. Finally, be wary of ultra-processed foods. Shiny packaged snacks and frozen meals, close-up of long ingredient lists on labels, emulsifiers, artificial sweeteners, that can seriously bother a sensitive gut. You do not have to become perfect overnight. This is not about deprivation. Small, gentle changes matter most. Start with one simple swap a day. Choose to drink a glass of water instead of a soda. Reach for a warm bowl of whole oats instead of a sugary breakfast bar from a box. Each small choice is a message of care to your body. Now, let us turn our attention to the foods that comfort, soothe, and rebuild your gut. These are kind, simple, and often low-cost choices that can become your allies in healing. Think of them as gentle nourishment for both your body and your soul. These foods are rich in the nutrients your good gut microbes need to thrive. They help to calm inflammation and restore the integrity of your gut lining. The goal is to make your plate a source of safety and peace, not a source of stress. The focus is on adding in goodness, not just taking away things that cause harm. Whole grains are a wonderful foundation. Oats, brown rice, quinoa. They bring a gentle form of fiber that acts as a prebiotic. This means they are food for your good gut bacteria, helping them to grow strong. If you find grains hard to digest, try cooking them very well until they are soft. Fruits and vegetables are also essential. If raw veggies hurt your stomach, try steaming or roasting them until they are tender. Berries, cooked apples, carrots, leafy greens. Legumes are another powerful food group. Lentils, beans. For some people with sensitive guts, beans can cause gas and bloating. A simple way to make them much gentler on your system is to soak them in water for several hours, or even overnight, before you cook them. Be sure to discard the soaking water. Starting with small portions of well-cooked lentils is often a good way to begin. Fermented foods can also help reintroduce good bacteria, plain yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi. But start small, with just a spoonful, to see how your body responds. Finally, embrace gentle broths and healthy fats. A warm cup of bone broth or a simple vegetable broth can be incredibly soothing for the gut lining. Healthy fats found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds help you feel full and satisfied, which can calm a nervous mind. They also play a role in reducing inflammation. Eating these foods with intention and ritual is just as important as the foods themselves. Make your mealtimes a slow and safe experience. Sit down at a table, use a warm plate, chew your food slowly and thoroughly. These small acts tell your nervous system that it is safe to rest and digest. Healing your gut is about more than just the food you eat. It is also about creating a sense of safety in your body and in your environment. Your nervous system is constantly scanning your surroundings for signs of threat or safety. Gentle, mindful movement can be a powerful way to send signals of safety to your body. This is not about punishing exercise or pushing yourself to the limit. It is about moving in a way that feels good and helps your body feel steady and calm. A slow walk in the morning sun can help regulate your circadian rhythm and improve your mood. Gentle yoga, simple stretching. Release tension stored particularly in the hips and abdomen. This can directly impact digestion. Light strength training can help your body feel more capable and grounded. Listen to your body's wisdom. Move because it feels good to inhabit your body, not because you feel you have to. Move to feel calm and centered. Helps improve digestion, reduces stress hormones, supports a more positive mental state. It is a dialogue with your body, listening to its quiet requests. Don't forget the environment of your home. Water damage can mean mold, a major obstacle to healing. Mold releases mycotoxins into the air. This can cause chronic inflammation affecting your lungs. It can affect your skin. It can affect your gut. It can keep your immune system on high alert, preventing your body from ever truly resting. If you suspect mold, address it. Clean small areas safely. Hire professionals for larger problems. Test the air if you can. Open your windows for fresh air when weather allows. Use a dehumidifier in damp areas like basements or bathrooms. Healing is connected to the safety of the spaces you inhabit. Be mindful of the medicines you take. Some antibiotics and pain relievers can disrupt the gut microbiome. If a pill worsens stools or causes stomach pain, speak to your doctor. Ask if there are alternatives. For some, healing means reducing reliance on certain drugs while increasing reliance on food. Movement, a safe environment. Healing is a slow, gentle, and steady process. It is not a straight line. There will be good days, there will be hard days. You may experience setbacks, moments when old symptoms reappear and you feel discouraged. This is a normal and expected part of the journey. Be kind to yourself in these moments. Remember, your body is learning a new way of being. It is learning what safety feels like after years or even decades of being on high alert. Your plate is one of your most valuable tools. So is your breath. So is the safety of your home. You are not alone on this path. Many people carry the weight of extra care and early life stress, especially those who were firstborns. Your personal story is important. Your healing is important. It matters. Begin today with one small, gentle change to a single meal. Add a spoonful of sauerkraut. Swap a sugary drink for a cup of herbal tea. Keep going, one small step at a time. Ask for support from a trusted friend, family member, a practitioner who truly listens. Telling someone your truth can be a powerful act of healing. Be your own advocate in medical settings. Colon screening saves lives. Talk to a doctor about when it might be right for you. Screening often starts at age 45. If you have persistent symptoms or a long history of gut troubles, speak up and ask for help earlier. Keep a simple, honest record of your symptoms and how you feel. Bring this record to your appointments. Ask for the tests that feel right to you. Trust the wisdom of your body. You are the world's leading expert on your own experience. Your body remembers everything you have been through. It holds the memories of an unsafe home, the early surgery, the stress you carried for others. It is time to be kind to it. Let food become a friend again. Let your plate help you find a sense of peace you deserve.